What up, y'all? Appreciate you showing up, hanging out, listening to my dumb ass. Like and subscribe. So, it seems that Sony PlayStation, in their infinite wisdom, is making a new handheld. But that's not the infinite wisdom part. The infinite wisdom part, and King went over this in one of his latest videos. Presumably, it's going to be a 720p handheld. Now, that can't be. That can't be true because isn't the Switch 1080p? The Switch 2 1080p? I mean, the original Switch is, I think, 720p in handheld, 1080p in dock mode. But anyway, the ROG Xbox Ally X, Ally and Ally X, they're both 1080p, 120 hertz. So I'm like, how you gonna come out with a console years later? Years later, because the ROG Xbox comes out this fall. So how are you going to come out with a PlayStation Portable Vita 2 that's 720p? Now, people will argue, oh, it's cost cutting, so then it's going to cost less and it'll be the most affordable, boop, boop, boop. Really? Sony's going to make a really affordable handheld, given what they've been doing, given that Hiroki Totoki's in charge, the boss man? He's financial man, but now he's boss man. Nah. They're going to make it cheap so they can charge you more so they can make more. That's what it's going to be. And granted, I would say that a screen of, let's just say 7 inches, 6 or 7 inches, pause, 720p is fine because, pixel density and all that stuff. But 1080p, better. 1080p is like, for that size screen, it's like 4K in your hands, basically. And that's where it's like, you don't need to go past 1080p. They might. And I think what's going to happen with the Xbox handheld it'll be rendered at like 720p, but upscaled to 1080p, probably, maybe even lower. But, the maximum resolution will be 1080p. So still, that helps with performance. Yeah, I don't know what PlayStation is doing. What did they say? 16 gigs of RAM. It has what was it? 32 megabytes of L1 cache, or is it L3? I can't remember what L it was. They're catching all the L's. Or did they say 64 on level 3? I can't remember. Because they were like, oh, it's got this, but then it has this, which is slower because it's more, but then it goes from level to level, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, cool. Thanks for explaining that. But still, that's kind of the same thing that the Xbox One S, I think. Was that the one? Oh, it was the Xbox Series S. I don't remember which Xbox it was. Had that stuff in there to make it faster, the I/O and stuff. And here's the thing. That's the thing, right? They're trying to say that this is going to be a portable PlayStation 5, right? I'm like, sure, whatever. The games, a PS5 game will not play natively on this game. It needs to be a different game because the I/O is so different, right? It's just like Xbox Series X and S, same difference. The only difference is PlayStation, Sony, they're doing stuff in ass backwards. They're like, oh, let's do a weaker console. Like, why? So they have this, they have the RAM, they have the little caches and stuff, and it has less RAM than the PlayStation 5 Pro, and the throughput just on base PlayStation 5, the I/O is, what did they say, a third the speed of the regular PlayStation 5? I'm just like, the difference between the PlayStation 5 regular and the this new handheld leaked, presumably, specs is that the throughput, according to Digital Foundry, is like a third of the PlayStation 5. So I'm like, that's not good because that destroys many of the things that fast SSD that doesn't exist anymore. So it's like, okay, well, I mean, if the graphics are, I mean, does that mean that the graphics and all of the things running underneath it are going to be a third as good? A third less graphics, a third less pixels, third less frames? So yeah, it's a whole bunch of just goofy stuff going on there over PlayStation. It's like, why y'all gotta be so dumb? Why is it that it's like I'm looking at this, I'm like, really? This is what you guys are making? Did Mark Cerny do this console? Because it doesn't seem like a Mark Cerny joint. Because Mark Cerny be putting some extra sauce and special stuff on their magic and making stuff work. But it don't seem like that was Mark Cerny's call. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. I appreciate you showing up there. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about PlayStation making a handheld at 720p in 2027. I don't even know when it's coming out. And you know, all the Xbox stuff, all the Xbox goodness. It's just too goodness for the goodness to be good. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all next one. Till